Today's show we have Dwayne Delves, aka Mr. Body by Chosen. How you doing, brother?
I'm great, man. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me up here. I barely come to Pickering, bro. Now that I'm downtown, so it's good to come back up here to get some memories.
Yeah, it's good to know that your journey started out here.
It definitely did.
So, a backstory is that when I started training around the same time is roughly when I actually met Dwayne, and we kind of started at the same time to an extent. Like I remember Body by Chosen, they started making videos on YouTube, and I'm like, that's cool. And I didn't really know Dwayne, but I knew Sean, I knew XP, and I was like, bro, I want to be down. Let's do some stuff. So then I met Dwayne, and then we started working out at the gym. It was Extreme Fitness at that time. Mm-hmm. We did a video at Extreme, and then we did a video at Excel. So we go back, and that was the time that I was inspired to kind of start my own company and whatever. And realistically, if it wasn't for a lot of the inspiration that I got from these guys, from Dwayne or from XP, I don't think Galaxy Training would be where it is today. So that's a backstory, and I just want to even on the show say thank you for the inspiration that kind of making me get to the point that I am today.
There's a lot of people who started and stopped. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not even going at all. So it's good to even see that you kept it going, you didn't give up.
As you know, the show is called Workout Hype, so we want to tap into what you are as a music head. So in your own words, do you want to let the people know like who you are?
All right. So Dwayne Delves, aka Chosen Boss, founder of Body by Chosen. We're a fitness brand. We have our first location downtown Toronto. I grew up in Rexdale. I moved to Pickering in grade 8. I went to an elementary school called Holy Redeemer. From there, I went to high school. I went to St. Mary for my entire high school. And then my last year, I went to Pioneer.
Let the people know how you got into the fitness industry and what your inspirations were.
Well, fitness was based in my life since I was young. My dad was a professional kickboxer, and then he also was a black belt in Kung Fu for like 30 years, 35 years. So like he put me in kickboxing when I was about 9, and then from there I started boxing. And then when I moved to Pickering from Rexdale, I started playing basketball, and then all my friends at that time were just only playing basketball. So I went into strictly basketball entire high school. Then I did a year of college basketball, and then after that I went back to boxing. And then during that entire time, I was doing other entrepreneur stuff. I was trying to sell clothes, mixtape CDs. We were doing charity basketball games, all ages parties. You know, just trying to figure out where my journey was taking me.
Right.
And then after a while, like after I was doing music, I was investing into these kids. We're doing music, and then they kept going in and out of jail. So I was like, it's time to invest back in myself, which was fitness. And my boxing coach always told me, if you don't go pro, always use what you know and use it to help others. So I went and started Body by Chosen, and the reason why at that time I felt like fitness a lot of people wasn't, I used to see personal trainers at Extreme, and then it's like, I was like, this looks boring. So I felt like, let's try to spice it up a bit. I used to go to New York a lot when I was younger. I seen those bar guys doing the muscle ups, calisthenics stuff since I was young. So I was like, let me incorporate that type of training here, because no one's doing it at all. And then it worked. Yeah. It got popular, and then it just kind of took off from there.
You took your dad's lead with that and kind of ran with it.
Yeah.
Do you feel like kids that don't have a inspirational figure, do you feel like they now will somewhat look at guys like yourself to kind of take that kind of lead? Is that something that is that one of the things that you aspire to do? Like,
that's one of my goals, because we do a lot of events at like community centers, schools, elementary schools, at risk communities, just to show kids, because most kids don't even have like fathers or the right type of people around them, like the right OGs, the right adults around them.
Right.
I always try to use like everything that I learned and everything I'm doing now to help the younger kids coming up.
So we just went through a Body by Chosen warm-up. Now I'm gonna take him through a Galaxy training workout. Let's jump the top. Yeah. On that third strength, concentrate on 2 things at once. We feel that music and working out or fitness are definitely synonymous. Like they're one and one. They go hand in hand. Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite music or type that you listen to?
Before I work out, it's rap music. Rap music, hip hop for me. That's what gets me hyped before workouts. And during workouts.
Okay. Is there like do you have a favorite artist that you kind of listen to during your workouts?
It's spread out. There's a few. There's 50 Cent. There's Jay-Z. There's Nas. There's DMX. There's Belly. There's the old like Styles P. Like things like that.
You played basketball in high school. Mm-hmm. Did you have a favorite player at that time when you were coming up to aspiring?
I had a bunch of favorite players. But my main favorite player was Allen Iverson. Favorite player. The reason why is because in high school I was probably like 5'2".
Yeah.
5'2", 5'3", so I was always the smallest, but I was tough. So that's what I like watching Iverson, because it's like, to me it's like, how's this guy so small, but he's still bullying everyone around.
Do you have a favorite shoe, like you know that when it came out, what the significance was, or a favorite ball shoe of all time that you?
My favorite shoes, I have like three favorites. One was the John Stocktons. I think it was with Nike. It had like the air bubble like all the way around the back.
Okay.
I remember I bought those pairs like 3 times. My next favorite shoes was the Penny Hardaways. Those were my next favorite, and then I used to get the Kentucky Converse, the Kentucky blue Converse.
Okay. So if you had Game 7, you're preparing for, you're getting ready for Game 7, you're getting ready for the last game of the series, you got to make a big impact. What is your go-to song that you know, like, listen, when I hear this, I'm going to start going off, I'm going to start bumping my head?
Gotta be DMX, the Rough Rider anthem.
Rough Rider anthem?
That would get me hyped. Yeah. That would get me ready.
So if you were to have a playlist of, let's say, 4 or 5 songs, what do you feel? Okay, so we put Rough Rider's anthem in there. What else do you got?
The D-Block anthem, the Everywhere We Go. DMX again, Right Here.
Right.
Yeah, that one. 50 Cent, What Up, Love? What Up? Yeah. Which one's that again?
What Up, Gangsta?
Yeah, that one.
So you work closely with Belly. What's it like working with music artists in like the industry and like traveling to go and train guys like that? What's that like?
It's a good experience because like you're around positive people, you're around hard workers, and you're around people who don't think average. So it's not only like I consider they're family to me. I've been around those guys for years, so it's like for me, it's like just being around them is like it's a privilege for me, and it's a great experience because like every time I leave LA and come back home, like I'm extra motivated.
So what's next for Body by Chosen, and what are you gonna do, or what do you plan on doing to continue to separate yourself from the rest of the industry?
What's next for us is time to expand. So we want to expand. Kind of like across the GTA and worldwide. So Pickering is where I started. So we're working on opening one back in Pickering. Then we want to go LA, New York, UK, Brazil, Lebanon, kind of spread out that way, and to keep us separated from everyone else. I feel like just stay consistent and just do things for the kids. You know, because I feel like fitness nowadays, like every gym is the same. Everyone's teaching someone how to do a squat. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like as long as we stay consistent, just helping people and just being genuine and just helping the next generation, that's all that matters to us. It's important for us because like I feel like we didn't really have that guidance. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you did your thing off of your hustle, your grind, right? And me the same thing. Like I wish like older guys helped us with our basketball and box. I wish my dad told me to stay in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I started at such a young age where it's like, if I stayed in it, who knows what would have happened. But at the end of the day, everyone's journey is different. Everything happens for a reason. So, but it's good. It's good that, you know, that's both our main goals is to help the next generation.